Hello YouTube, welcome once again. Now we are in part 2 of our pic calling project and we will see how to retrieve our picture from database tables. First you need to see the records of your table, so you also applied the query like select static from your table name and just use a while loop and see your records. So we will definitely perform this, but little bit confusing thing there is how to retrieve the image from that tables field. So I will show you how to perform it. So first of all, we are just collapse this code into our Sublime Text tree, and I'm going down from here and making a HR and making also a div of row and call sm-12. It will allow me to uh, allow me or give me a 12 full width column in my entire small screen, and less than this small, like LG and medium plus small in of 12 columns. Anyhow, I will make a table here and I will give a class of table here. Okay, now I will create a first row and th. It will show me ID of that pic, and another field should be your picture name and the size of picture, and actually the entire picture as well. Okay, it's my just static HTML, and I'm performing here as well one and logo.png or just logo name of picture, and td here td size like something it in bytes, and pick here. If you see this output to my browser, so you will see that. Okay, we will retrieve the records of entire picture. So I'm just putting here some query here, PHP script, and I'm writing queue. Don't worry if I'm using queue again. So it will execute when the if is set submit button will be clicked, then it perform some query into queue. But here is outside the select button. Anyhow, MySQL query TBC, and I will say select. I'm writing capitalize, oh sorry, capital keywords because it will show me that I'm using a MySQL commands. So I'll say okay, TBC select static from pics. Okay, while until I have r equals to MySQL fetch a source, because I have to make associative array. So just if you don't know about associative arrays, so please check out my old tutorials, and I'm just grab it into my this panel. Well, I will enclose my while loop, oh sorry, enclose my HTML inside the while loop. So if it is an associative array, so I will here able to echo out the ID with the help of array and that index. In future video I will tell you how to summarize or how to minimize more your code instead of acquire something name or columns. Anyhow, so echo size I will divide it when I require, sorry, r size. Okay, But if I echo it here, now you can see the records of my actual database table. If I put another picture, so java dot alrights dot png, so you will see the record is creating, but here's no picture. But if you try to try to try to echo out the picture like this method, so you will fail to see the actual image. You will just see the contents of picture, that is a chunk of code, but we don't need to see this. So I will tell you the in picture will be seen the HTML inside the image tag. So we have to create here image tag. So what is the source of the image? Because the local source are images inside abc.jpg, xy.jpg, but here is not some folder. So I will move it to my new file, that is my getpic.php. If I am into a next file, so I have to, okay, I must to include connection again, connect folder inside db.php. Now I will say, if you are iterating inside while loop, so you are getting ID that is unique. So I will say go to getpic.php file and question mark. The question mark indicate that I am declaring a variable that is the pic ID, pic ID, and I am assigning it 1, 2, 3, but it's if I write here 1, it will show me 1 1 1 picture again and again. So you will see I will pass pic id 1 and move on to pic getpic.php. So when it reached here, so I will say if not empty, dollar request mean that is I'm requesting id. So pic id, uh, when I get my this variable that has value 1, and it will move on to get pic.php file. Then I'll say if not empty request mean I have something in my pic id variable, so I will grab it into my php variable with the help of this request method. I'm using not empty because I don't need to see the warning as like undefined index at something line. So when I get the ID, so I will validate more it if the pic ID is reached, so perform a query. Query mean I will say it just select pic column from my pics table, and where I'm specifying that I need just one record that I requested, or my loop has requested, that is pic ID. uh, if you have just one record, so you have don't need to use loop here. I'm just enclosing it one statement, and I will fetch it as a source in one line as well. That is saying, first of all, the inner part of this performs select static, stack picker from pics, where id equals to that specify id that a user request or loop executed. Then make a query and fetch that and make this queue as a array. So I have to just echo q pick my column name, then I said echo it, and I will specify the image height width because I don't know, okay, how much it's wide and height it. So I just 180 pixel width and 180 pixel height. If I refresh my browser, you can see the picture that is just 111. Now I need just dynamic here picture, so I don't need to here one. I need here the ID that is 1, and the another iteration 2, 3, 4, and I will say here PHP PHP block and echo out RID. RID will, now you can see that I have pictures that will be retrieved from my table. Let's browse and insert some more pictures. Now you can see the pictures are perfectly inserted and fetched. Thanks for watching. I will grateful to see you if you hit the subscribe button and the like button. Please do comment if you have some queries about this code. I will glad to help you. Thanks. Allah Hafiz.